Hello everybody and welcome back to the Crossroads Caravan. This is Scavenger Scout here and we playing more Fallout New Vegas. And we only lost like a teeny bit of information here. I want to look at Fido. He's got a tongue, he's got a little bear trap mouth. Looks like he belonged to Caesar, so he's got a bowl on the side of him. Alright, let's get in here and talk to the Elder. Brotherhood needs our assistance.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of use to me right now.
Okay.
However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
What do you need help with, dude?
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore.
Okay.
3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
I'll begin looking immediately.
I'm glad I can count on you.
Yeah.
Oh, and one other thing. The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them.
Alright.
The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface.
Alright.
Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home.
Right.
I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but
Okay.
hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
Thank you. Alright.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely.
Yeah, what's up?
Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter.
Oh,
And I think we
hey.
might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
Why should I trust you?
Why should you trust the Elder? I'd recommend listening to both of us and choosing whom to trust for
Fair
yourself.
enough.
So are you willing to listen?
Yeah, go ahead.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown.
Yeah.
No one goes out except small patrols at night.
Yeah.
Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years.
Damn.
And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning.
That's so
Morale
fucked
has
up.
plummeted as time has gone by.
Yeah.
Many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out.
Okay.
The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
Yeah. How do you propose we do that?
I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it?
I'll see what I can do.
That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here.
Alright.
You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
Alright.
Pardon?
Veronica.
How may I assist you?
So, hello.
Look, this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell? It's not like we're making any progress. I'm Ibsen, and I hope your day is going better than mine is.
What's wrong?
Yeah, I'm in charge of keeping this data system up and running, but accessing it is a little, touch and go at the moment.
Why is that?
One of our exploratory patrols, back when we had exploratory patrols, found a data disk in some ruins out in the waste. Well, we finally got around to cataloging the damn thing and got shut out of our own data store the second it loaded. Turns out it had a virus on it.
The virus, huh?
Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him. It's scrambling all the terminals here at the moment. Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical data.
Anything I can do to help?
I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. Maybe you'll be able to come up with something coming at it fresh. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3 terminals. The problem is that it keeps moving periodically.
Okay.
We'll have it nailed down in a terminal or two, only to have it jump to another set of terminals before we locate the 3rd.
Can the virus files be partitioned so access is only provided to the kernel administrator?
What? No, that's brilliant. It would let us seal a portion of the virus to a particular terminal, even when the other parts move.
Alright, well, I'll give it a try.
Best of luck to you. I'll tell the others to take a break so they don't get in your way. Oh, and I'll keep track of when it jumps for you. To maximize your chances, wait for my signal before you begin.
Alright.
How may I assist you?
God, there's so many terminals.
Hey.
The virus just jumped.
Access data store. Reload data store.
Find which terminals it went to.
Access data store. Partition virus. Check partition. Confirm. Move dog. Access. Damn it. Access. I don't know why they wouldn't have more people in this room. Access. Partition virus. Get fucking wrecked, yo.
10 seconds.
Dick sausage. Partition virus.
That's it. We got it.
Hell
Virus
yeah.
has been purged. You actually did it. If you don't mind my saying so, I didn't think you had a chance in hell of pulling it off.
Neither did I.
But I'm glad to be wrong for once. Thank you, my friend. Please feel free to access the data store at your leisure.
Cool.
I'm only allowed to give you access to non-classified topics, but it's better than nothing, right?
Nothing that the data store, now that the data store is fixed, do you think Hardin is trying to get McNair dismissed?
I can understand how the man might be frustrated by the current situation. He's a take-charge sort of fellow. Standing around's not his strong suit. I myself often wish we could end this interminable stasis and begin moving forward again.
What kind of information's in there?
Oh, all kinds of things. There was already information regarding the layout and systems of this bunker, but we've since added our own data as well. Prior to the lockdown, we had extensively scouted the surrounding area and compiled dossiers on nearby points of interest.
Okay. How do I get access to more topics of data storage?
Well, you'd have to get a senior-level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you. I've given you access to what I can, but that's not much. The majority of topics fall under Ramos's aegis, since they'd constitute a security risk. Good luck getting anything out of him. You might have better luck with another member of the senior staff. Try talking to them about it.
Time for me to go.
Later.
Wow, that was creepy.
Don't work too hard there, Ibsen.
Access data store, bunker information, system overview, hidden value remains on 2 systems. I don't care about the systems. What are your goals? God damn it.
Oh, it's you, Veronica.
The bunker takes a little getting used to, doesn't it?
Wait, so he has more information for me. He just didn't give it to
Hello
me?
again, my friend.
No, he's what? I already talked to him. Okay, now I need to go talk to Ramos, I'm guessing. Ramos. Ramos, buddy. Hello. Hello. Hi, Ramos.
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular.
Yeah.
Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously.
I'm
You
doing
must believe
stuff
that
for
you'd be
him.
very useful.
So you're head of security, huh?
That's right. Nothing gets in or out of here without me knowing it.
Okay. What exactly are the rules regarding entering and leaving?
Under the lockdown, only essential personnel are permitted to enter or leave. That includes supply runners and high security patrols. All other personnel are forbidden to leave, and any personnel that were out there when the lockdown was enacted are forbidden from returning.
Alright, well, I had another question.
Fine by me.
What would an elder have to do to get kicked out?
So, you've been talking to Harden, eh?
Maybe.
He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Harden. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it.
Cool. Thank you. Tell me about what happened to Helios. Because I heard
I'm
you
sure
guys
someone's
lost.
told you all this before.
NCR
Several
invaded?
years back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did.
Okay.
That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed.
Yeah.
Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west.
Alright.
We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day.
Who is Elijah?
Who was Elijah, more like?
Huh.
He was our elder before McNamara. Bright guy, but just between you and me, he was a little off. Our mission is to recover and preserve the technology of the past, but Elijah wanted more. He sought ways to improve upon technology, make it better. When we found Helios 1, he was like a kid in a candy store. Kept talking about the potential and a grand design never realized. He even insisted we set up our base there, against the objection of nearly every paladin. What followed is a whole other story.
Alright. Take it easy.
Bye.
So now we go back to talk
Hey,
to
Reynolds.
Hey yourself, kiddo.
I love how they actually talk to Veronica. That's super fucking cool.
Hello.
We just keep moving along. Go in here, talk to this dude again. Hey,
Hello again, my friend. I hope you've been finding the information in the data store useful.
okay, well, I guess we just access it. Access data store. Elder dismissal incident. Yeah, there it is. Incident 1. Wait, what? That'll be recorded on this day. Raymond Lauren was dismissed for his post, Elder, for committing the crime of murder. Oh yeah, well that's gonna, yeah, that's a given. Be it known that from this day, Kenneth Jones shall no longer be the title of Elder Brother willing from going against a chain that binds horses step down. Let the record stood. The witness dismissal of David from the post of Elder Brother was charged with destroying an unknown device recorded from the recent expedition. Means unknown. Destroyed
Hello.
something of great evil is what that was, and got stood down for it. Alright.
You look tired, Ibsen.
Veronica talking shit. Oh no. Oh, I had to sneeze. It was the worst. Hey, Raymond.
Oh, hey there. Something I can help you with?
One of the data store entries mentioned chain that binds. What is that?
That's an old principle that's been around since the Brotherhood was founded. It basically means that you have to obey a superior officer.
Okay.
It's pretty much common sense, but it gets invoked a lot when people get pissy about following orders. If you're curious, I'll give you access to the data store entry on it. You'd probably be the first to read it in years, if not decades.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
Bye.
You guys have a good morning, good evening, or good night. Don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. In next episode, we're going to continue helping out the Brotherhood and figuring out why the hell they can't go out into the wasteland. We're trying to get them out into the wasteland so their chapter doesn't die. This has been Scavenger Scout. We are signing out.